Hello, everybody, and welcome everybody back to the channel Awaken Align Ascend. If you're new here, my name is Lightworker. This channel is for anyone that wants to become the highest version of themselves through spiritual growth and self-improvement. Today we're talking about one of the most powerful habits you can develop in your life. And that habit is gratitude. Okay? Gratitude in itself sounds simple, but gratitude has the power to change your mindset, your emotions, your relationships, and the way you experience life. Okay? Now, a lot of people have been asking me, what is gratitude? Gratitude is appreciating what you already have. So gratitude is appreciating what you already have. It's choosing abundance instead of scarcity. It's focusing on blessings instead of problems. Gratitude doesn't pretend that life is perfect. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means recognizing that even during difficult seasons, there is still something worth appreciating. Every day we have opportunities to notice the good in our lives, in ourselves. The roofs over our head, if we have them. Clean water if we have it. Food if we have it. Family if we have them. Friends if we have them. Nature. Music. The chance to become a better person. Now, another thing I'll say about it is all these things, they're just examples. You may not have all these things, but if you have just one, that's worth being grateful for. Yeah? And what I've found is that the less I had in my life, the more I was grateful for the things I did have. The more I had in my life in the past, when I was not spiritually awake, the less I was grateful for things because I started taking things for granted. Yeah, materialism, the way society teaches us more. It's all illusion, baby. It's all bullshit. Okay? The truth is we don't need everything. We don't have to have everything we want. We need to appreciate what we have. Yeah? Okay. Every day we have opportunities to notice the good in ourselves and our environments around us, in the people around us, in the things we're doing, in the places, everything that involves our reality, internal and external, the good inside of that. Okay? Gratitude is very powerful. The reason why gratitude is so powerful is because your mind naturally focuses on problems. Mentally, we're built as problem solvers, or most of us anyway. And sitting in the problem isn't solving the problem, but most people sit in problems, that I've found anyway. I used to sit in all my problems with no solutions. And all my perceived solutions were destructive to my well-being. Yeah? Okay, so gratitude trains your brain to notice opportunities. It shifts your emotional state. You begin to feel calmer, more hopeful, more optimistic, less stressed, less angry, less anxious. Gratitude helps you become more resilient when life gets difficult. It reminds you that setbacks are only part of the story. Yeah. Now for me, it's very true, I went through all kinds of horrific abuse as a child, and I went through all kinds of betrayals and hardships as an adult. And, I find gratitude in those things now because of the lessons I learned, the strength I gained, the insight I gained, the understanding of how the world works through those hardships, through that abuse, through those betrayals. The ability to trust in myself because of those burdens in my life that I forgave and let go of through shadow work and meditation. And gratitude was the predominant key in shifting how my framework mentally perceived all these things. Now, I'll take you back to that. Two people, both with the cup half full. One says my cup's half empty. The other one says my cup's half full. Who do you think has more gratitude? Yeah. Okay, so gratitude and spiritual growth. Gratitude raises your awareness. It helps you become more present. Gratitude also helps you become more grounded. You stop constantly chasing happiness somewhere else. You start looking inside. You begin seeing the beauty that's already all around you. Gratitude creates humility. It teaches us not to take people for granted. It helps us appreciate every lesson, no matter how painful, no matter how hard. No matter how many times we had to come back and learn that lesson because we hadn't learned it properly. Once we learned it, if we have the mindset of being grateful for everything, then we're able to take away the appreciation of that lesson and fully acknowledge and take responsibility for our life surrounding the way we maneuver in those situations in the future from learning that lesson, whatever that lesson may be. Even painful experiences can become teachers. I think some of my biggest teachers in my life were painful experiences. Many of them. Many. Some of our greatest growth comes through our biggest challenges. Our biggest struggles have the opportunity to create our biggest growth in every area of our lives. Yeah. Now, practicing gratitude every day. Just 5 minutes every day. Start every morning with 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. Write them down. Say them out loud. Feel them emotionally. During the day, thank people more often. Appreciate small moments. Watch sunsets. Listen to birds and animals. Watch birds and animals. Enjoy your coffee. Appreciate your body. Appreciate your journey. Before bed, reflect on 3 to 5 things that happened that day. They don't need to be huge. Small blessings matter more than you'd ever know. More than you'd ever know. Now let's bring me to my next part surrounding gratitude. Gratitude during hard times. Okay? This is when gratitude becomes the most important. It's easy to be grateful when life is going well. Real growth comes when you can still find something good during difficult seasons. Maybe the lesson, maybe the strength you're building, maybe the people helping you, maybe simply the fact you're still here. Gratitude doesn't remove pain. I'll say that again. Gratitude doesn't remove pain. It helps you carry it differently. Yeah. Gratitude changes the way you see life. When the way you see life changes, your life begins to change. Start small. Stay consistent. The more grateful you become, the richer your life feels. Gratitude costs nothing but can transform everything. Okay? Now, my personal experience, I remember I went through a period of, I think, almost 4 years after a breakup. And this girl that I was with, she was very passively aggressively evil. Okay, that's the only way I could put it. You know, she turned all my friends against me. She tried to have me framed on multiple occasions. She tried to set me up. She tried to ruin my life. She cheated on me with heaps of my friends and then berated it in front of me in certain ways. She was very vindictive and very evil. And it took me a long time to get over that betrayal, all of those betrayals and all of that heartbreak, because I really loved the girl, loved her, past tense. And I really tried as hard as I could to show her love and be a good man towards her. Yeah. And she just took advantage, took me for granted, treated me like shit, not directly to my face, but like, you know, behind my back, sticking knives in it. You know, she stuck so many knives in my back. I need stitches. I need surgery after that shit. But you know, after a time, I was so lost and I was so burnt that I was numb from it. You know, and I had so much abandonment surrounding being alone. I stayed in that relationship. And I remember when my framework, when the straw that broke the camel's back finally hit, and I went, fuck this. It took me another 3 years after we broke up to get away from all the chaos that she had created in my life and try to uphold as the trajectory of the rest of my life through trying to set me up. And it took a lot of work and a long time to get her out of my energy, even after we hadn't spoken in years. Because she was a true by true narcissistic energy vampire. And she was evil. Yeah. I tried to see the good in her. For a long time I did see the good in her, even when she was doing so much wrong by me. You know, because I used to have those rose-painted glasses, you know. And when I fully saw it for what it was, and I fully let go, and I begged my spirit team, I said, get her out of my energy. You know, let me heal. And that's when things started to shift, because some things I can't do through pure willpower and my strength internally. Some things I need to ask assistance from my spirit team to help me through. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, kudos to me in a sense, because realistically, that's utilizing the guardians I have from other dimensions to safeguard me and uphold my safety and change the trajectory of my life in order to keep me, you know, okay, keep me, you know, in good state, in a state of freedom and in a state of well-being and safety. Nothing wrong with that. You can ask your spirit team for anything you want. Some of the things I'll just laugh at you. You can't ask them for a pack of Doritos. You know what I mean? I've tried. It doesn't work. Sitting there waiting for Doritos, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you can ask them for anything, you know? But the things I act on is the things you need and the things that are good for everyone, harm to none. Remember that. The things you need and the things that are harm to none and good for everyone. Yep. Okay, so I just want to say that. And what really carried me and what really changed my reality and my world around me wasn't all the success I had gotten externally, which will come. I know it's coming. It's already been released in the spirit realm. It just has to arrive in the physical realm. Right? It's not that. It's the gratitude I had surrounding things. The way I was able to look at things with gratitude and embrace things with like a childlike view. You know, mesmerizing. Curious and free of burden from the core belief structures that our society keeps feeding us to believe. That stuff really fucks a person up mentally, you know. And you keep watching those Hollywood weird movies, and you left fucking low frequency as fuck. You know, you drink Coca-Cola now, they got microfibers in the motherfuckers that leave attached to your DNA and leave you low frequency. No shit, man. I can't remember what it's called, the actual name for the micro particles they put in Coke. But yeah, Microsoft just did a behind closed doors legal deal with Microsoft. Microsoft evil for the fuck. It's run by an evil satanic pedophile, Bill Gates. You know what I mean? Yeah, sick fucker. Anyway, so anyway, back to gratitude. Yeah. So gratitude is a really beautiful tool to utilize, and the more you utilize it, the more beautiful your world becomes. It's up to you to use it, though. It's up to you. It's a tool. I give gratitude to my spirit team, to my family, to God, to the universe, to my ancestors, every day. First thing I do when I wake up is, because I wake up really happy now, I wake up and I go, I love my life, and then I thank all of those people, all of those entities involved in helping me create that life that I have now in gratitude. And throughout the day, I have little moments where I'm just taken back by just simple things that are just amazing, I see, I notice trees, flowers on trees now that I'm just like, wow, it's fucking beautiful, I notice the cool wind in the evening now. And I get taken back by that sometimes, the way it feels. Just be, embraced by that cold wind, And just gratitude changes the framework, and it changes your reality based on your focus. And the more you put in place acts of gratitude, the more your world will transform into a beautiful environment around you. And you'll feel it from within too. Okay, so that's basically the whack for the collective today. Gratitude doesn't need too much explaining. It is beautiful. Please, I suggest utilize it every day as much as you can. It is a powerful tool, and you can utilize it in many ways, and it does help you extremely well with raising your vibration, raising your frequency, and living in a higher perspective of happiness. Now, enjoy. Yeah, and okay, so that's the whack, my soul tribe. Okay, so chosen ones, earth angels, star seeds, light workers, and light beings that wish to ascend after they awaken and align and ascend. Yeah. 3-point challenge. All right. It's for all y'all. Put it down like this. Challenge 1: write down 3 things you are grateful every morning this week. Every morning. Okay. Challenge 2: thank one person today and every day this week who has positively impacted your life. Challenge 3: before you go to sleep tonight and every night this week, think of 3 good things that happened to you that day, no matter how small, because small things matter. Okay? If this message has helped you today, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me one thing you're genuinely grateful for today. Let's inspire each other by sharing gratitude. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share it with someone who needs this reminder. Until next time, awaken, align, ascend. Before I do end this though, all right. If you like my self-help videos, surrounding awakening, aligning, and ascending. I also have a music channel. Okay, the music channel I'll put in the link below. Both on YouTube and Spotify. I'll put them both in the links below. I also have a shop, an apparel shop that sells Chosen One clothes and Lightworker clothes. Branded like that. It's the Lightworker Empire apparel store. I'll leave, all that in the link below. So check that stuff out, man. It's cool. It's cool. And the music is really powerful. The music I found for me, especially when I was struggling, the music I was making while I was still struggling, being gang stalked and all that kind of stuff, it was really helping me through it. It was really helping me stand in my truth. Because a lot of people would think I was crazy for saying I'm being gang stalked by the CIA and an international sex cult and the federal police and and crime syndicates and cyber online syndicates and all this shit. And people would be like, "You fucking crazy," Not to mention I was homeless on drugs, so it's like, "You fucking crazy," yeah. Well, it's all true. It's 100% all fucking true. I stand on that. But what really helped me through that is the music I made. And I keep making music, but the music I've released is really powerful. The message is really strong. It's really beautiful. And even when I shine light in the dark areas of our society, it's still good to know that, so you're not so blind to the reality of what's going on. But my music is very powerful. I'll put it all in the links below. All right. Now, if you like this, good for you. Have a lovely day. I hope you utilize this and put it from knowledge into wisdom, which is knowledge in practice. Awaken, align, ascend. Light work out. Peace.